Hello Scorpio, welcome, it's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 29th of August through to the 4th of September 2022, or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. But as always, Scorpio, it is a general reading, so it won't resonate with everybody, but it certainly will with some. So let's see what the universal energies want to make you aware of, or to help you to consider at this time. So what do we have for Scorpio, please? Important messages for Scorpio. Alright Scorpio, we've got number 17 here, and this talks about balance, equality, equilibrium, harmony. And number 1, so this is a new beginning. So being released from the past, what's not worked well in the past, and get ready for a new beginning, where there's more harmony and equity. So what do we have for Scorpio, please? Important messages for Scorpio. Important messages for Scorpio, please. Alright Scorpio, we've had a card that's jumped out. I'll have a quick look. It's the 7 of Wands, and this is about standing up for yourself, defending yourself. You know, you have the higher ground here. Alright, so I'll just pop it back in. A little bit more of a shuffle. Clarify all the cards on the table, please, for Scorpio. Clarify all the cards on the table for Scorpio, please. Alright Scorpio, we've got the very creative, inspirational King of Wands here, and love begins. Okay, there's no genders in tarot, but we do have the King of Wands here. So the energy of the King of Wands, and the King of Wands sees opportunities and goes for them. He doesn't hang about. It's a very creative, inspirational energy. Very fiery energy also. But he doesn't hang around, he just goes for what it is that he wants or she wants. So we've got the energy of the King of Wands, very active orientated energy here. And love begins, so love begins, this is a new love. Something important, new for your heart center, for your emotions, for your cup here of emotions. So some form of a new love or a deepening of a current love for some of you, Scorpio. And it's to do with some form of creativity, inspiration, or it could be somebody who's got the energy of the King of Wands. So it's either an idea of, or an activity, work, career, it could be, or it could be something to do with relationships. But let's see. There's certainly something happening, bringing in equality and harmony, but there is a new beginning here. Okay, so let's see. Right, at the heart of your reading, we've got the Four of Pentacles and suffering in silence. So at the heart of your reading, I feel you've been having to protect and look after what you've got, keeping something under lock and key, and suffering in silence. This is the Nine of Swords, where fear-based thoughts that are bigger than what they should be. So, but you know, the mental torment. This is suffering mentally, worrying, anxiety, feeling on your own, and it's to do with having to protect what you have. So that's where you're at currently. At the root of this, we've got two major arcanas. We've got the Lady, which is the Empress, and we've got Wisdom, which is the Hierophant. So at the root of this is something to do with expansion and growth, new beginnings, new opportunities, being able to harvest what the hard work you've been putting into something. So it's a beautiful energy. The Lady is a beautiful energy. She brings prosperity, expansion and abundance to a reading, clarified by Wisdom. And so and this is the Hierophant. So this is talking about a commitment, using wisdom, receiving wisdom, using wisdom, getting more information and advice from a higher source. All right, that has contributed to whatever it is that's been growing successfully. So that's at the root of this. All right, what are the past influences? We have the Three of Wands and a spiritual union. So the Three of Wands is when you've been planting seeds, which is what the Empress does. And they've been growing, you've been nurturing them, they've been growing in some capacity, metaphorically speaking. And then having to waiting for things to flourish, things to develop, things to grow. And it's to do with a close relationship of some sort. It could be an intimate relationship, but doesn't have to be. It's a spiritual union of some sort, so it could be a family member, a close friend. Sometimes it could even be a work colleague where you're on the same page and work closely together. All right, so whatever it means for you, Scorpio, there's something that you've been working on and developing and then waiting for things to develop to do with a relationship. And of course the seeds were set, and this was a commitment. But for some reason you're having to keep something under lock and key, and it's worrying you. Alright, here's why. This is what's on your mind, Scorpio. We've got the Five of Wands and conflict and defeat. So the Five of Wands is conflict. This is arguments, disagreements, not being able to agree, everybody having a different opinion on a perspective. Conflict and defeat, feeling like you're in a battle here, feeling the need to, wanting to leave the battle, feeling quite defeated. It feels like a battleground going on here. Alright, this is what's on your mind for some of you at the moment. Alright, I've just got a feeling it might have something to do with the King of Wands energy. It's interesting. There's an awful lot going on here for whoever this is for, Scorpio. It won't be for everybody, but there's a message here for somebody. Right, going forward, we have the Princess of Swords and a firm foundation. Going forward, this is very much about communication, but clarity of information, needing to be clear about where you're going, who you're taking with you, cutting away something that has you tied up, that is not serving you any longer. So, and needing to communicate that, and go on to a firm foundation. Firm foundation is your root chakra at the base of your spine, and this is to do with practical matters, finances, safety, security, work and career. So we all have to have a firm foundation to be able to build up and go forward and be successful. But you can't do that without a firm foundation. All right, so going forward, you've got this, building up this firm foundation, but needing to cut away something that's not serving you any longer. Needing to cut something out and communicating that, clear communication. Being strategic in your communications. And it's all leading to creating a firm foundation for yourself. So, a need for harmony and equality, and new beginnings, releasing the past, moving on from the past. Alright, I'm just receiving some information. For some of you, I feel this is to do with a pregnancy. Alright, and you've been receiving a lot of advice. And obviously pregnancy, it's a strong commitment. And yes, time of waiting, and this to do with this relationship. But there's conflict here. There's conflict to do with this situation, and you're feeling conflicted, needing to leave the battlefield, thinking about leaving the battlefield. Alright, and that's why you're having to protect what you have. Suffering in silence. I do think it's to do with the King of Wands energy here. And the King of Wands, the flip side of the King of Wands is somebody who's got a large ego and very self-serving. A go-getter, player. He moves on very quickly if things don't work out how he wants them to work out. Alright, I'll see another opportunity and go for a different opportunity. So that's the negative side of the King of Wands. And I feel that's is leading on to this conflict. But there is a new love beginning here, a new emotional commitment here. And I feel that's something to do with the lady. So going forward, communicating clearly, honestly, clarity, getting to the bottom of things, cutting away what's not right for you, and creating a new firm foundation going forward. All right, and then this is what your spirit guides would like to say to you now, Scorpio. We have the Magician and we have Authority, two major arcanas. So what your spirit guides want to say is you have the tools in your toolbox, Scorpio, to create the future going forward that you want, harnessing the universal energies, bringing some magic down, and creating that situation, that future for yourself, knowing how to do that, and taking control with authority. Being in control, having authority. The Emperor rules his empire. This is the Emperor. Alright, but this is very much about having authority. You having authority now, Scorpio, over this situation. Taking control, taking charge. Okay. Alright, let me just get two final messages for you, Scorpio, to complete this reading. Two final messages for Scorpio, please. Alright, Scorpio, we have the Ten of Swords and we have the Wheel. And the Ten of Swords, this is when you're grieving over a loss, very painful loss, ending. But when the Ten comes forward, that means the swords are starting to lift, and the swords are going to lift. This distress, this painful feeling isn't going to last. Alright, the swords are going to lift because we've got the Wheel. Alright, and the Wheel is the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny. And although it feels to you that the wheel has come to a bit of a standstill and you're not sure when it's going to get going again, but that's because because of how you've been feeling, Scorpio, and very, very lost in your grief and loss. But as the sword starts to lift, then this Wheel of Fortune and Destiny will start to get going again. Alright, and things are going to start to move for you as you go forward, as you adopt the Princess of Swords energy. Alright, and start to create your firm foundation. The wheel is going to be released and it's going to start going again for you in the right direction for you. As you take control and manifest, bring into your reality what it is you want for going forward. You have the power, you have the strength, you have the ability, Scorpio. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. This is quite a specific reading for somebody. It won't be for everybody, but whoever it's for, I hope you can recognise your story here. But good luck going forward. And until next time, bye bye for now.